Oh, poor guy. So, as you can see, this man just got dumped and kicked out of his house. So, he has to move into a bachelor pad, which is what we're making right now. So, I was kind of thinking about this Frasier episode where Niles gets divorced and he has to give up this great apartment he has and move into one of those like already decorated fully furnished apartments, and it's just like the saddest thing ever. So I was really thinking about that, but I still kind of went a little overboard. But I actually really like how it came out. I've been playing a lot more with like smaller spaces. So I did this apartment. I did it recently for the first time in another one of my save games, and I managed to fit like 2 bedrooms in here, but for this one I wanted more of like a studio kind of feel. So right now I'm just working on his bathroom, and I wanted to do it kind of sparse. I usually spend like seriously almost an hour on bathrooms because I love making them like super decorated, but he's just a newly single guy, like there's no way. And it's already one of those furnished places, so he's just adding a couple of touches himself, like the rugs and stuff, which that rug in front of the shower is like my favorite rug. I use it in probably every single bathroom I make. Also, that hanging thing on top of the toilet is, I think that's from like the actual like base game, and it's just the best. It's literally everything you want in the bathroom. So if I don't want to like over clutter a bathroom, I'll just add that. So, and then I just had to make my own shower because the ones, they were just like too clunky, and I like couldn't even decorate it myself. So just made it my own. And then moving on to the bedroom here, just adding some curtains and some blinds. Had to play around with this one a little bit, and then of course I forgot to add a curtain rod, so everything's just floating there, but it's fine. And then the bed, I kind of went through a couple of different beds, just because I was trying to think of like what a furnished apartment would kind of have, and I ended up just going with like the IKEA bed, the mall, everyone had this bed. And it matches like the black curtains and stuff. And then I end up putting that same mom kind of side table, which I definitely had when I was a teenager. And then I just love that dresser. I just like put them closer together so it looks a little fuller, and just a little bookcase in there that kind of goes with the whole black theme. It's interesting because I had to actually like redo this entire apartment. Like I had built it and recorded it while I thought I recorded it. So I had to just like start over from scratch basically. So I still knew like what I basically wanted it to look like, and like what decorations I wanted where and everything. But I still ended up making a couple different choices, and making the bedroom mostly black was definitely one of them. It was like a little brighter, but I think the black kind of goes with his overall mood a little better. So originally when I made his room, I kind of had the bathroom door a little more centered and had this seat like pushed up against the wall, which I really liked how that looked, but I wanted the bathroom to have that specific kind of layout, so I just moved it a little closer, which seems a little awkward for a bedroom, but I mean, this sim probably won't ever read. Let's be honest, he's gonna spend a lot of his time crying, and just, I don't know if he wants to get his wife back, but she's not gonna take him back. Like, as I was making them, like, I don't usually make male characters just because I don't have a lot of cute clothes for them really. So, but then when I made the wife, like, she is just the coolest thing ever. So she's not taking it back. The guitar, because like who wouldn't, just recently dumped, he's trying to pick up a new hobby. The only thing kind of out of place for me here is like the Nike box, because he doesn't seem super athletic, but his daughter is, so maybe she left a pair of shoes there. Not quite sure, but I think it fills out the space kind of nicely. And then here I went on a hunt trying to find this specific doors like record to put in his room. I've just like, it just seemed so right for him. Just, he's like out on his own for the first time in years, and he gets to decorate his own space, and he's gonna add like, some band that he used to listen to there. I'm just like putting things that I know I'm going to put in the space, because I have so much like clutter CC. Rather than like search for them once I get to the room, I just kind of throw them out onto the living room floor. But here I'm looking for dumbbells to put in front of the mirror, because like that just seems super psycho sad behavior, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. So now moving on to the kitchen. I originally, when I made this place, I started with the kitchen, and I maybe liked it a little better the way I did it before, but I was just having like the hardest time with what like cabinets and what kind of cabinets I wanted. So I like go back and forth with it a lot. So I just had to go with it, because it is supposed to be like the Shangri-La. That was the name of the apartments that Niles had to move into. So if it's, kind of sparse and crazy looking and sad, that's literally what it's supposed to be. So I nailed it, actually. Just added cigarettes on the counter, because maybe that's something he picks up too. Like, truly, this has rocked his world. Also, had to add that toaster, because that was one of the jokes from the Frasier episode. It was like a big deal that the apartment came with a 4-slice toaster. And I can't remember who said it. One of them was like, look, you can make yourself a club sandwich and have a slice left over for guests. And I love that show. I thought that was hilarious. So that was in my original build, like the first thing I put on the counters. Now just filling out these shelves. One's more for like pots and pans and plates and stuff, and one's more for just like kind of pantry food. And of course, it wasn't until like after I finished and was like taking the screenshots that I realized I forgot to put something kind of above the sink. I think originally I had like a clock or some kind of painting or something there, but without it, it looks so bare and crazy. But whatever, like when I'm actually playing it, that wall's not even up, so it's like not that big of a deal, but it does still kind of drive me crazy. I actually really like the living room. It's a little more, small and cozy, but I think it actually looks really cute. Yeah, so I just added I think it's an N64. I really don't know a lot about older consoles, even though we literally have all of them. But when I first built this out and added that console, I had to call my husband in and ask him what controller goes with this, because I know I have it, I just don't know which is which. And then, of course, the Martin chair. Like, so if you've seen Frasier, his dad has like a crazy chair that doesn't go with any of the decor, so I had to have it in this super sad apartment. And then just kind of a crazy funky rug that of course clashes with the couch or the Martin chair. So usually also in my builds I add like a lot of indoor plants and stuff, but since he's like this sad nearly single guy, I just added plants that kind of people would give him as like a sorry you got divorced, here's a cactus. So that's why there's a few of those. And I really wanted to do the bar cart. I just in general really love bar carts, and I just thought that one was so cute. And also like, you know, that's kind of what he'd be doing, which is so sad. You know, he's just like trying new things and also kind of being destructive, and unfortunately like can't even afford a second bedroom, so his like daughter can't even come stay with him. You know, I should have done like a Murphy bed in the living room so his daughter could stay there. Well, maybe if I actually play with them, I'll add that in. And now I'm just finishing off this little kind of console table behind the couch. Added good old trusty Alexa, another one of those kind of dying, well, hanging plants, but in his case it's dying. And those files there just to kind of be the divorce papers. And now you can see him kind of interact with the space and check out some screenshots. So thanks for watching.